Hey, everybody. I am back, and consequently, so are you. So, welcome back. All right. I found another clip here that it's just going to be a couple minutes long that kind of interests me. It's, the stuff where she kind of bumps up against other people, like one on one run ins and relationship torment, therapy sessions, which we don't hear anymore. Those are they're more interesting. Uh, and she's been out. A lot of what's been going on the past few weeks is just more of the speeches. She's out in Santa Monica now rather than Venice. More so Santa Monica. You got a whole new group of people. You're driving nuts. She's out there. There's a little farmers market that they have once a week. She's out there, blabbing away on her bullhorn. Standing around shouting about all the way you need to live and it's a revolution. We got to stop putting our kids in school, and it's all slavery, all of it. And it's not very interesting stuff. It's repetitive, and she was giving a makeup tutorial in her place. So it's not really been particularly interesting. But this one is, because this also answers a question for us, which is, where's Mary been? Is she still in the picture? Remember Mary? She was telling Daisy to tell the courts that she had autism, and so that's why she should, get her kids back, because she can't help the way she acts, which is absolutely ludicrous. And Mary is here. She's giving Daisy a ride somewhere. Like I said, Daisy does not have friends. I know Mary thinks she's Daisy's friend. It is a situation where they're not real friends. They are doing something for her most of the time. It's a one way, where they're doing her a favor, or, even just sitting and listening to her is doing her a favor. They're all gathered around there, and they're gonna get their instructions to go on some mission, like, steal rat traps or go drive to her mom's and bother her with something. So yeah, it's usually kind of this one way street. So Mary's back. Mary has never left. She's still around, very willing to help Daisy out. I think Daisy like excites her, like not that way, but I mean, like, she really gets revved up and starts talking about all this esoteric, because I think she really feels that Daisy's going to connect with her with these. I'm scrolling to this spot in this video where Mary is rambling on. She is slightly annoying, I will say. I mean, you know, for everything that she's been through, I give her a lot of grace for that. But I mean, just she's likes to yickety yak. She's getting very excited about all the spiritual components. Maybe because she feels like Daisy's really connected in with that, and they got something to go on. But I'm telling you, man, if you weren't driving her around and calling her and giving her empathy and everything, I don't know that she'd be buying her food probably. Okay, so and Daisy's going to share some big plans, big, practical, well thought out plans on what she wants to do next. So we're going to go over that as well. Uh, all right, here we are. We're driving along, and we're going to start it right here. This is tick.
Because we know that the greatest things come in the form of a seed. And greater than that is an atom and a proton and a neutron.
That's so cool.
So the great planets we're trying to reach, we're going within into the quantum realm.
I have 3 baby angels that have been trying to get back through to me.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, look at that. She's got some plan she's concocting. I don't know if you noticed that, but her tongue's sticking out. Like, okay, I've got some. Her gears are spinning. These 3 angels, I think she means her kids, and I think she's got a plan here to.
Yep. Are they coming through pets?
Well, that's why, I don't know, I just do what the universe says. I have an appointment tomorrow. I'm going to go on Clomid. I got to have the babies, the multiples, the 3.
Okay, if you didn't catch that, she is going to go to the doctor and get fertility drugs so she can have 3 children, I believe is the plan, the 3 angels. I am guessing she's trying to replace the children that she no longer has custody of. So, what would make more sense now that she is 45 years old, has no boyfriend, and is living in a homeless shelter? What would be your next step if that was you? get pregnant with 3 children. That's right. So let's now listen to Mary. Listen to Mary's reaction here. What does Mary have to say about
babies, and the tribes are gonna gather. I'm gonna have parenting contracts with 10 to 12 tribesmen.
what is that? You're gonna get up to 12 guys to sign off on, yeah, you know what I want to do here? I'm 32 years old, and you want me to help pay for 3 kids, and you're living in a homeless shelter and have no job and will never work. Yeah, sign me up. Let's see. You signing up, Fred? Yeah, here, let's go ahead. Just gonna skate around Venice with a contract and like the Declaration of Independence, get everybody to sign it. That is so fucking stupid. And maybe she's just full of shit, but it's like, where is this? God, she's got such a support system going here with everything being paid for. And this is okay, this is my next move, is some huge major fuck up. And I'd like to know, can you, I guess, I mean, she's on Medi-Cal. Yeah, Medi-Cal would be the free subsidized health. Well, subsidized right now. Who knows what's going to happen? Can you just walk in and get fertility treatment? That's covered? I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. God, what the?
And the interdependent partnerships will begin. And I'm going to
One of our great
model tribe.
responsibilities in this human form is the offspring. It's a very difficult challenge. Because it's the physical
Are you speaking
well-being.
for yourself right now?
Listen to that. Look at her. She's not happy with that. Mary was just simply suggesting it's very difficult, to deal with children or whatever. Well, Daisy's already had 3 of them. I don't think Mary has any kids, but I think maybe she's trying to just simply let Daisy know that it may not be the most practical of ideas. And let's see how Daisy takes this, shall we?
As speaking of just my observation of things in general, my own opinion.
If they're not in a tribe,
not relating to you,
because
to the subject.
Caregivers in a nuclear family are living in a scarcity model as opposed to the tribe.
Right.
And we
What the
can't.
hell's the difference? How is it different whether you've got a mom and a dad or whatever, caretakers, and a child, or you have a bunch of like single guys that wandering around Venice Beach who are gonna, supposedly, how are they not in a scarcity? I mean, everybody's living in the same, they're right down the street from one another. I mean, we're all living in the same world here, right? Where you got to work, you contribute something in order to get something. It's the simplest thing in the world. Or you make something and somebody buys it, and then you can go get stuff you want. It's just the basics of human trade. That's where the economy started. So how are these guys wandering around or, living in apartments somewhere? How are they going to offer you something that different? And they're not even like around to support, live with the children and like be there physically for them. It's like even worse. I mean, when you think about scarcity, a bunch of single guys that aren't going to live with you, and what are you talking about, man? I'm thinking
to stay in age to awaken and become one. I can't have stressful conversations. I can only have really easy ones because of my concussion.
All right, so actually, she just had a birthday, and apparently she fell really hard on her face off of the skateboard. Okay, she did. She fell on her face and bit right through her lower lip. All right, so it was a bit of a tumble, and so she's saying that right now she just can't. She just doesn't want to hear any of these objections because she had a concussion. However, she never wants to hear anything logical. But I guess she's got a little bit of an excuse today.
We get hyped up
Tell me if I get
and excited real easily. Yeah, so
because I remember when I had
yeah. I'm getting a little overly stimulated.
Okay, so
And also when people want to like argue or disagree with me, just refrain from that. Just change the subject or ask for silence.
Of course.
God. Mary's back there. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Oh yeah. Oh yes, my queen. Yes. Jeez, what a. Mary's getting something out of this. She obviously still values her time, being a minion. All right, so we know the plans. The plan is to get a dozen guys together to pay for the kids, and we're going to have the health. California subsidized health care is going to pay to get her, eggs really cranking down there. So she'll drop a whole bunch of eggs, give birth, and have all these kids in the homeless shelter, and a bunch of strange men uh, who will be all driven away from her will pay for it. So let's see. She's out there with her megaphone trying to gather the tribe together. Let's go out on the street and see how she is doing. All right, we're going to check in on her latest shenanigans. This actually does happen to be Venice Beach, and she's doing another one of her repetitive speeches where, kids shouldn't go to school. And this is right in front of a senior housing development here. I'm sure these people really appreciate having to listen to this. This is a person who absolutely refuses to listen to any constructive criticism or an alternate point of view, telling the people to just shut up, basically. But we got to listen to this. And not only do we have to listen to her opinions on loudspeaker, too. So let's see how well she's doing these days, collecting that tribe. She's going to need about 10 to 12 men to help pay for the kids that she wants to have. Boy, that sounds like a plan, doesn't it? So let's see how effective she's being these days here. Oh, by the way, this is from Shacked.
Wake up, people! It's time for a global liberation! I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Speaking a lot. I've been lately.
You look troubled.
Yeah, lately I've been in kind of I don't know what to do, stagnation.
Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling. Usually I know what I'm doing, and right now I don't know what I'm doing.
You're annoying people.
So, because God told me
You see that spot down there? That is where the homeless food line was. Remember when she was driving Boston crazy? It was when she first got her the butt and hips done. She was flaunting and showing off and prancing around while they were trying to, help feed people. And I think she only went down there once to help them for 2 minutes. Then it was all about her ass. Really
order
weird.
of doing things, and I did that order,
Weird.
and now I'm supposed to gather everyone.
Well, nobody's being gathered here. Everybody walks by, and everybody's just completely ignoring her because you know what? You're kind of like everybody else down there. Everybody who proclaims that you're taking instructions directly from God. Everybody else on Venice.
And I don't know how to do that.
I'm good at doing that. You got your megaphone, speech.
I think he's probably placating her a little bit just to keep the conversation going.
It's time for the gathering. So first it was get my message out, and that was 5 years ago.
She's been doing this for 5 years. That makes me wonder. I think I've known about her for maybe 2.5 years now, I think. And, from Santa Monica Close Up, that's the channel where I first, discovered her. She's been doing this for 5 years and still she's hanging on. You got to get the tribe together. Got to get the king.
And I got my message out. So now it's time to gather everyone. Might take another 5 years.
Oh, dear God. Can you imagine these people in the apartments going to have to listen to this for 5 years? Oh, boy. Both Santa Monica and Venice. She's spreading her tendrils. But I don't see, I don't see this big tribe coming together, the gathering.
Hopefully not.
Maybe you've got it down. Where are you off to?
But it's my life's purpose, so even if it takes 20 years,
You got it.
20 years. Look at that. She's giving you the signal there. That's, what is that? Is that some heavy metal thing they do at concerts? Boy, that makes me sound like an old fuddy-duddy. What is that? Is that heavy metal? Hey, man, my formative years was all about the age of heavy metal. I wasn't into heavy metal, but anyway, she's doing her sign, and we have 20 more years of this. And all right, so I think he's just kind of being nice to her, because you know what? I've met Daisy once, and the thing is you don't bother her with anything. Let her talk, and you just want to engage her and see what she has to say. It's kind of the same old thing, right?
Later.
Tater, tater. Here we go. This is a great way to, I love it. It just doesn't, encapsulate the dreariness of, their, I think he's going to go, yeah, is there anything in the trash can? Nope. All right. So, so far, it doesn't seem like she's having too much luck even finding her first king to sign away his savings and sanity to help raise these 3 kids. She's planning to artificially induce. So here's the thing that I'm thinking about is that, yeah, most of this year has just been pretty dull. It's pretty dull right now. This whole era of the Big Ben and everything. It's not that interesting. But a few little highlights here and there. But last year it was really full. It was action packed, especially last summer. With the motorcycle arrests and John and her, just the way she just shit on him so hard at times. And he just sat there with that, well, what are you going to do? Look on his face. Impervious, my friends. And I think about like how fucked up you can be here in Southern California, or just the state of California, and still just live a completely, she's talking, how dare she? What irony. Screaming and yelling about scarcity when she was arrested a couple times, at least twice last year. Okay. Treats people like shit, steals stuff, blatantly stealing things from stores, make up food, walking out, recording herself. Walked away from a guy that spent $34,000 on body enhancement surgery and without even a thought to her little, that's it, it's over. Off she goes, gets arrested. DA's telling her you got to walk a straight line or else, and then she ends up, meeting another guy who, lets her into his apartment, and we're off and running with a new person, and she's, wrapped up in these fuzzy robes, and then she's got actually a privately funded place to live now, food, general relief, a phone, free health care. It sometimes, and I know this because I live here, and I am kind of politically, I'm not either party. I'm independent at this point. And it's like I see things from a lot of different angles. And there's things that are very good, I think, about California. It does really, reach out to help people. And I think health subsidies are extremely important, especially that right now. Health insurance subsidies. But on the other hand, can you see how shitty you can be? You can be arrested. You can be causing trouble. You can crap all over people, steal from stores, do nothing all day long, do makeup tutorials, basically just zero plans. And you are completely supported. In fact, you can apparently go get fertility treatments, even though you're in no position to bring more kids into the world. And somebody's going to foot the bill for everything. It doesn't matter how bad you act. In fact, how long does she have to live in this place? I don't know if there's like, you got to get things together. Like she needs to be working on an exit plan. I don't know. Maybe can you stay there for the rest of your life? I thought it was transitional housing. So I guess I'm just wondering, how much time she has. But anyway, that's it right now. That is, there is one other thing I'd like to do a video on, but I don't know. My time is suddenly much more limited than it used to be. But when something good comes along, we're going to talk about it. So once again, thank you for listening and watching, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.